Okay, hey, how you doing? I'm Amaris. It's Amaris. I'm doing oracle reading. I'm still learning tarot and the meanings of the cards, but I do a pretty good job with the oracle reading. Today we're going to be on the sun, working with Aries in the seventh house. I don't talk about love. We're going to talk about self. I don't talk about financial and none of that, not unless it just comes up or about. But the main focus is you and yourself, and improvement, power, improving yourself, bettering yourself, growing to tap into your higher self and powers. Um, we have Aries the rat. So, if you were born 1948, 1916, 1972, 1984, 1996, or 2008, no matter your zodiac sign, you would be considered a rat. But today we're talking about Aries, and it's the rat. Okay. So, Aries, today on the sun, you're going to demonstrate your willpower diplomatically. Realize what you think you know about relationships. Act like a leader, do it your own way, and get a fair deal. A fair deal. So let's see. What are the actions that Aries the rat is taking or need to take, or are they taking the right actions? Okay, you have what comes around. So whatever you do, what goes around comes around. So let's hope that it was a positive manner. We all slip, but hopefully you caught yourself in the middle of that. But just know, if you did do a slip, or made a mistake, you still got to face the little karma that you have for that. We all do, rather if you're divine or not, we all do. Um, you got the ancient wisdom for it. So I wouldn't be afraid of it at all or nervous. You do have the correct ancient wisdom, and you're also going to learn more ancient wisdom. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, I guess that's it. So, okay, you just got what comes around. So, whatever good and bad you plan it's coming back around. Good karma and bad karma is coming back around. And, you already have ancient wisdom and you're going to be gaining more ancient wisdom. So, that's it with that deck. Let's go into the wonderland of it. Okay, say who in the world are you? Getting to know yourself, getting to know your new self. So delete that old person that you were and start embracing the new person you are. And I know it can kind of like be unbelievable, but believe it. Painting the roses red, covering up errors. Um, I wouldn't say cover up areas. I would say correct those areas, because when you cover things up, things fall off, paint chip. So I think you should just correct those errors. Clock time pressure, in a rush. You shouldn't be so much in a rush. It's better that you take your time. Anything you rush never ends out too good or too well. So try not to rush. Take your time. It's I mean, one day, 24 hours is 1,000 years. Take your time. Um, you have do not drink poison. Do not do things you know that are bad for you. So things you know that's not in your best interest, people that's not in your best interest, jobs, just period, people. Anything that means you know good, you just need to get rid of it. Food, drinks, animals. I mean, whatever it is, keep it away from you. Don't drink it. Law is not just in rules that are not fair, and there are a lot of unfair things going on in the world and a lot of unfair rules, but there are ways to change it. And the only way you could change it is by you making that change. But at the same time, you would make sure it's logical, and not only logical, I would say, and I'm trying to think, I would say not convincing, but to where like you see this makes more sense than this. Changed in the night, you have changed quickly. So most definitely see you've changed quickly. And just because you change quickly does not mean like rush and you pressured and with time. Just, take your time with it. Is there anything else you need to say to Aries, the rat, and then yin? You can't go back to yesterday, be in the present. So you would have to leave your past behind you. That's what I would say, dude. I wouldn't say reminisce. I would say reflect and take what's needed and throw out what's not. You know, you don't have to ask for forgiveness. A person will give forgiveness. But if you feel that you would need to ask for forgiveness, go and ask that person for forgiveness. But more as, ask God for forgiveness and forgive yourself before you do go and ask someone for forgiveness, because if you don't and you go and you ask that person for forgiveness, they might not forgive you, and it might affect you in a manner, and then you might beat yourself up, or it may lead to you not even forgiving yourself because this person just doesn't know how to get over things. Sometimes there are people that do not know how to get over things, even if it was done to them or they did it. Some people get mad because you forgive them and move on. And some people get mad that you ask for forgiveness because they would rather just have that power of making you feel bad. But never, ever, ever do that. Choice is feeling blocked and restrained. You're not blocked and you're not restrained. If anything, you're blocking and restraining yourself. And you need to look at what is it about me that's making me block and restrain myself. And remember, fear, false evidence appearing real. So face that fear. It's just false evidence appearing real. So we're going to take a walk into the lonely woods. And this is probably a journey where you have to do alone. You're not going to always be able to include people and have people in your journey, including family. Sometimes God will sit you down. He'll put you away from people, jobs, all that, and just have you sitting and isolated. And then whereas so some people might get mad and be, oh, they lazy, or they bum. They think they can sit on their hands or this and that. No, no, no. It's obvious God is separating them from the world and everything around them because he's upgrading them to something else powerful and higher. So we got plight of the wanderer. And it's okay to wander. But while you're wandering, make sure you're observing. You don't have to soak everything in, but at least observe. Learning of the rights. So you're going to be learning more rights within your rights. So don't be nervous. Don't be afraid. Embrace it. It's just another new level. Like your first day of school, like that big test you're about to take for that career you always wanted, your dream job, your dream career. There are others like you, so you're not alone. And like, no matter who you are, what you're going through, where you're at in the world, you're not alone. You're not alone. We just never take the time out to go search to see if it's others like us, when it's a lot of people that's just like us, but we never took the time to see because I would say we're soaking on the fact that we're alone within our own thing, between two worlds, and that could possibly mean you're in between the physical realm and the physical realm and the spiritual realm, and you kind of like spending so much time in between both realms. You kind of like confusing the two, but it's no way in confusing the two because you're living both real time and sleep time. realizations. So you're starting to realize this. You're starting to realize you got two bloodlines within you. You got your physical bloodline and you have your spiritual bloodline. And you're also realizing you're living two worlds within one world too. And it's okay. And it's lonelier at night. And it's totally fine. You know how many seeds get buried and they're alone in the night, but they're side by side in a row, and they don't know and see that until a sprout comes. And it's like, oh, hey, where you come from? You was like, hey, you're over there. Wow, where did you come from? I thought I was in here all along. But you sprout. So once you sprout and you grow, then you come out and you see like, oh wow, it's a whole bunch of us. Oh wow, hey. And then you all start to learn and feed and grow from each other. The ending that opens the space for the beginning. So you're ending the old you, opening to the new you, ending old situations, old bad habits, old thinking processes, old beliefs, and everything, and you're embracing the new, which is going to be the world's greatest gift. Trust me. Oh. And then you have ebbs and flows. So the more that you accept and you get into this, you're going to receive more ebbs and flows. But the more time you be hesitant, the less them ebbs and flows gonna go in, and you accept and don't embrace it. Ebbs and flows are not gonna come in. So I would say accept it, embrace it. You also have the truth comes softly. So God knows that like this is going to be a lot and a lot to process and also to accept. So he's going to give it to you softly, and everything God gives you is soft. Not until you mess up and you need a spanking or a lesson needs to be learned. And then he can be a bit harsh, or, he can really put his foot down on that bottom. And then to walk a lonesome road. And this is what we all need to learn. Sometimes we need to be alone. We're not going to always have somebody and be around people. So you need to learn how to be alone, cope alone, heal alone, grow alone, do alone, live alone, survive alone, because it's going to come a day where you're going to have to do it alone. And let's see if we got anything else. Okay. The communion of tender souls. So the more you embrace it, you're going to come into union with more tender souls, and not just in your love life, but financially, friend wise, soul tribe wise, family wise, biologically, career wise, all of that. It's just not labeled in one part in your life. It's all in your life. You also have the constellations of isolation. Again, that's leading to being alone. And in order to come into communion with other tender souls like you in every aspect of your life, you need to walk the lonesome road and the constellations of isolation. Do not hide your light. Never hide your light. And I will also say, do not hide your dark neither. You should do neither. And do not hide your light, neither hide your dark. Not at all. But do not hide your light. This is what we're talking about right now. So don't hide your light. Let it shine. Like they said on who was that? What's love got to do with it? Was that yeah. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. Yeah, that song. Like let that light shine. This little light of mine. Rather if you can sing it or not. Rather if you're on key or not. Let that mug shine. You got different ways of shining. And you got hope is like a hummingbird. Honor your holy days. And it has the number 8 on there. That's my birth date. That's crazy. But and it's also infinity. So the more you honor it eternally, you'll be infinity. Some people I might have to turn it sideways for, some not. So honor your holy days. And some people, holy days is the day of their birthday. Some is Sunday. Some is their off day. Some is a Saturday. So just do it. And again, constellations are isolation. So we know most definitely it's time to walk a little on some road for a little while. And it's time to isolate so you can power up. I'm going to do some hidden truth. And this is going to tell us the energies that are around you that pretty much is kind of like taking you off focus, so to be like, hey, I got to cut you out, or you need to isolate yourself from. You can do this. And you need to cut yourself away from people who's saying, I can't do this or you can't do this, because you can do whatever it is you desire. Rather, if you believe it and don't desire it, you still can do it. Rather, if you believe it rather if you desire it and don't believe it, you can still have it too. So like, it doesn't matter if you desire it or believe it. Either way it go, either of the two, or if you do both, you'll get it and obtain it. I won't let you down. God is telling you he won't let you down. And not only God, yourself. You're telling yourself. Yourself is telling you, I won't let you down. Trust in me. Trust in me. Stop trusting everybody else. Trust me. Trust us. Ourselves. You broke my heart. You broke your own heart. And in the midst of breaking your own heart, you broke a few hearts. And that's okay. We all do that. All of us. We have unintentionally, intentionally, unconsciously, subconsciously. If God said we had to cut them out, that may broke some people's heart or hurt. And that either made them elevate so they can rejoin back with you, or they decide to stay where they were or go lower to where they could no longer be around you and stick in heartbreak. So I need for you to mend it. Mend yourself. Can't nobody mend you. See? I want to start over. And you also have people in your life that want to start over. And it's some people who's elevated higher than you that want to start over. You even want to start over, but in order for you to do that, you will have to isolate yourself. You will have to reflect. You will have to forgive yourself. You will have to trust yourself. And you will have to learn how to depend on yourself spiritually and physically. I don't know what you want. You know what you want in God, and you know what God wants. You're just afraid to do it, but you need to do it. Just go ahead and do it. I see my life differently now, and you are. But now that you see life differently now, it's time to act on it. You had the vision, you did it in the spiritual realm. Now it's time for the physical realm. It starts with you. And you can't come for nobody if you don't come for yourself. You can't check and heal and build nobody until you check and heal yourself. You cannot teach and show nobody until you teach and show yourself. I can't stop thinking about you. You see that? You can't stop thinking about the new you and the idea of being a new you within you being you, the new you. I wonder if you're happy without me. And it's the old you speaking. Yes, you're happy without them because things have been better since you've become this new person. And it's okay to tell yourself, no, I do not miss your ass. Thanks for the visit. Bye. For real, it's okay. We all do. Even I do. I be like, no, no. You're a crybaby. I couldn't let you get close to me. And you so afraid. I felt this way, to where like sometimes I wasn't too close to myself because everybody that I allowed to get close to me hurt me or disappointed me. To where I literally kind of thought that I would disappoint and hurt myself, you know, and I wouldn't allow myself to get close to myself. But that's the most important thing to do is to get close to yourself. Isolate yourself and get to know yourself even more. And like once I did that, I started getting more closer and closer to myself and started being more distant away from people. And it was easier to tap in to know to where like, oh shit, you can trust yourself more than you can trust everybody around you, and they can trust you more than you can trust them. And it got to I separated myself, and once I did that, like, and got close to myself, I started running into people online and videos, all that was just like me. I'm not available. You telling your old self I'm not available for that bullshit. And that's good. That's a good thing. You telling people that's coming with the gaslighting and the sneak dissing, I'm not available. You telling them gossipers, I'm not available. And that's good. You even telling yourself when you got that look, that character, that gossiping characteristic, we all have it, and you're like, I'm not available. And at this point, we're going to gossip about ourselves, nobody else. And that's a good thing. So continue saying, I'm not available to all the negative stuff and anything that's not serving any purpose or bettering or helping you power up, evolve in any manner. Anything that's going to put you lower than what you are now, I am not available. The subscriber you have called is not available. I want you. See? And that's the best thing you can ever want in life is yourself. Nothing more and nothing less. And if anything more, God. So, and even God saying, I want you. But I want you to want me because you want me, not because I want you. And this is why he isolates you, to let you see, you know, if you want him, and in order to want him, you would have to want yourself. So after getting to know and wanting yourself, the question leads to, well, do you want me? And do we fall in line in the same place and you see why I want you? And until you can look in yourself and want yourself, you will understand why God wants you and why he chose you to do whatever it is that you do uncontrollably, or he press you on doing if you lollygag on it, or if you bite your tongue on it. Let's see if we got anything else. That's it. Oh no, it's not. So many things remind me of you. So the higher self for you is saying it's so many beautiful things on this planet that remind them of you. And the higher you and God is trying to show you that, for you to see that beauty. But you have since you're not looking at it within yourself, he's trying to give you a physical view by taking you to certain places and showing you certain things and let you know this is how I see you. And I wish you could see yourself like that, but you're refusing to, you know. And you need to start looking and seeing what God sees in you, the beauty in you. I mean, even with the devils and the demons, you need to consider that they will not be on your ass for no reason. It's a beauty. So you need to look at their beauty. I want to tell you how I feel. And stop being afraid to look at yourself and tell yourself how you feel, positive wise and negative wise and trait wise. It's most important. Can't nobody tell you about you. And the last thing you want is a person to come try to tell you about you on a positive, negative, or a trait note. And if you started off with yourself, then when somebody come and try to tell you about yourself on a negative, positive, or a trait note, you're going to laugh at their ass because they're off. They're totally off. And then you will see and you know, oh, you're projecting you onto me. So that's what I would say. It was in the end, so I guess I'm going to do a 3-card spread for Aries, the rat, in the end. And I'm going to read the definition of the card. And you know where to place it. Again, like I said, it's going to place all over in your life, all aspects of your life within you and the better you. You got to get over that and the sun. Okay, so Aries, the rat, for your 3-card spread, you have the Hermit, isolation, see, Ten of Swords, and then you have the sun. Everything we've been talking about. So with the Hermit, you got 2 major arcanas. That's wonderful. 2, the beginning and the end. The Hermit, and in the end, the sun. Ooh, in the dark, out into the light. That seed, little seed that you're planting, you got to go through this. But you're going to sprout out like this. The harvest, the flourishment, man, that's what's up. I like that. Okay, so let me look up the Hermit. I'm try to hurry up. Because right now nobody at home, so I can do this peacefully, whatever you do. Okay, so the Hermit upright is inner reflection, meditation, contemplation, soul searching, inner wisdom, spiritual mentor, finding your guide within, taking time away from the chaos of a busy life, hermiting. We just discussed that. Okay, and then you have the Ten of Swords. That's the end. Yep. And the Ten of Swords in the upright, that's painful endings, crisis, being stabbed in the back, an opportunity to find deep healing, an opportunity to find hope and resiliency. See, and those are the things we really just really just discussed, and the oracle cards told us this. And then we have the sun. That's the thing, seeing a little seed. You sprout out to find out you're not the only seed that's been planted in the darkness, having to go through this Ten of Swords. You're not the only little seed, but you won't know until you pop out. But you gotta get planted. Hermit mode. You gotta heal from this. Get through it to pop out in the sun. I'm gonna soak up the sun. Gonna tell everyone to lie. Then I'ma soak up the sun. Okay, I'm so clear. But yeah, that's the cut. But joy, inspirational, success, abundance, and fulfillment, exuberant creativity, positivity, love, manifesting dreams, inner beauty, and a yes card. See? Yay! Yay! So those are all the things you need to do. And this is for Aries, the rat. And again, you're on the sun in the seventh house is, and you was just learning and talking about demonstrate your willpower diplomatically, realize what you think you know about relationships, and act like a leader, do it your own way, and get a fair deal. And that's gonna happen. We got it right here. But again, like them cards told us, you need to isolate yourself first. You got to recover and get over and heal and reflect through this backstabbings in the sun. When you pop out, you gonna pop out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. On the lady show. I'm coming out. So that'll be all. This is my first oracle reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe because I want to start doing live, and hopefully by the time I get 50 subscribers, I will have enough confidence to be live. So you guys have a great day. I enjoyed doing this reading. I appreciate you checking out my channel and my video on my oracle reading. And I will hope to see you again. And again, like and subscribe. Share if you like. And have a blessed and great day.